right now? There they are. Scroll up a little bit. They're in there. Let's take a look and add a committer. Okay, who wants to be a committer?
Yokolet.
Yokolet. Let's add Yoko.
Our other JRuby committer here today.
Okay, Twitter ID. Aha, there. So, combining the best of both worlds, the cool SQLite 3 Ruby library with JMX from Java. Okay, 2 for 2. Doing good. All right, what's up next? This is going to be a fun one. Win32OLE. Another library we never really thought we'd get around to implementing. It's pretty big. Calling COM and OLE stuff from Java is a little complicated, as Tom has found out.
Yeah.
Tom did most of the work on this. But we now are going to have Win32OLE support. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay, wake up with us. Okay, so we have a script here. I think I can just, well, here, I'll run it. Then we can figure out if we can show it. In sample, okay, IE plus events. Okay, so what this will do, this will use Win32OLE to start up Internet Explorer and then track all of the sites that we visit. So it's connecting, looking up JRubyConf.com. Hopefully Woody's connection is working well. It's trying hard. All right, we're going to skip out of that and just go to, oops, let's see if that works. I wonder what that does. Oh, it's starting to go.
You can see some debug info.
Waiting for JRuby Kaigi sites. Come on, you can do it. Let's try waiting.
Google.com, it's always cached.
Yeah, could be. Let's try Google.com. Waiting for Google.
Actually, it might not matter. Just try killing it and see if.
All right, so we'll shut it down. We'll assume it was able to read all those sites. Kill that. Aha! Here's some of the sites we went to. So it was able to track that we were hitting these sites. So calling out to OLE to start the browser and receiving events. So the two big things you do with OLE working in JRuby. We're really excited about this. And this will also ship with JRuby 1.6. That's
right.
All right.
Are you going to show?
What do you want? You can try and show the code.
I don't know how big it is.
Where is it?
Samples, IE, plus events.
There we go. Not too bad. So a little bit of preparation up here. Win32OLE, some utility methods. Win32OLE, open up Internet Explorer, new Internet Explorer instance, set up an event. It's just standard Ruby Win32OLE API, and it works great. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong thing to do. Okay. Now, one last slide, or one last demonstration. We're also always working on JRuby's performance. We'd like JRuby to be as fast as possible. It performs very well now. Like we say, it's around 1.9 performance. Sometimes better, sometimes worse, but about Ruby 1.9. But we've realized the JVM can do a lot more for us. By writing a better compiler for JRuby, we're hoping the JVM can take Ruby code and make it even faster than what it runs as right now. So let's take a look at probably the most useless benchmark in the world. Does anybody know which benchmark that might be?
I do.
Okay. So here we are. This is JRuby 1.6 dev. I'm running off a master here. And hopefully this stuff will all land in JRuby 1.6 too. So JRuby, let's use a 64-bit JVM, the server optimizing JIT in the JVM, and we'll just run good old fib. Okay, fib recursive, 5 times fib 35. And now you'll see it starts out slower, and then it'll pick up speed quite a bit. 2.2, 2.1, 1.9, which is pretty good. This is about 30% faster than 1.9 for this particular benchmark. Now, if we turn on the new dynamic optimizations that we're working on, which is still experimental, so it'll be a long flag here. JRuby compiled dynopt equals true. Let's run with that and see how we do. Aha! Yes, it's a good reaction. So this is, of course, a very synthetic benchmark, a very small, pointless benchmark, but it does show that for making method calls and doing Ruby operations, we can make things much faster. And hopefully this will be in 1.6 as well, but it's available to play with today. Okay, how are we doing? You want to talk about the IR stuff?
Sure, just a little bit. We have another committer, Subbu Sastry. He got his PhD writing optimizing Java compiler, and he's now learning how to make an optimizing Ruby compiler. So we're creating a new Ruby instruction set, similar to how JRuby is, and we're going to do high-level Ruby optimizations before we let Java continue to do its optimizations. And this should simplify our code quite a bit and give us a nice set of infrastructure for many years to come for optimizations. And there will also be a long flag to turn this on in 1.6.
Yes, it will still be experimental in 1.6. So finally, we need help from all of you. We need the Japanese JRuby community to help JRuby with features from 1.9, like encoding support, help us with that. New platforms, help us make Rubato better, help us make Google App Engine support better. C libraries that we need to port to Java, that would be a big help. Lots of things you can do to make JRuby better. JRuby is a contributor-driven project, so we need you all to help us. And don't forget the JRuby users group, JRuby users JP. If you want to meet up with other Japanese JRuby users, that would be awesome. Okay, we also have a book that will come out soon. Finally, the JRuby official core team book. 2 years, 2 years in development. But it will be out soon. It's in beta now from Pragmatic. The writing is all done, so hopefully in print by October, November maybe.
250 pages over 2 years. That's 10 pages a month for 5 authors.
Yes, 5 authors.
So that's 2 pages an author a month.
You can tell we're very busy developing JRuby. Of course, JRubyConf 2010. If anybody wants to come to exotic Columbus, Ohio, we would love to see you there. All right, and enjoy JRuby Kaigi. We'll be here all day. Thank you. We have time for a couple questions.
Best question gets a small beer.
And we have engineered t-shirts and JRubyConf 2009 posters to give away for questions.
Anyone who wants a question, JRubyConf poster.
Yeah.
Oh, look, yes.
日本語よく OK です。どうも、さっきありがとうございました。C エクステンションのやつが JRuby でもできるっていうC エクステンションのジムがJRuby っていうとこから入るっていうことなんですけど、今私仕事で JRuby と IBM DB2 使ってまして、で IBM